What is the most important document in a land or real estate transaction? And no, it is not a land title. Find out from this video. All right, let's go. Now, when you go to buy a car, after payment is made, the seller of the car issues you a document of transfer to prove that this car now fully belongs to you. Same thing happens in real estate. The document that stands as a transfer of a particular piece of land from the seller to the buyer, which is you in this case in Cameroon, is called the deed of conveyance. The deed of conveyance is a legal document prepared by a notary public to confirm the transfer of land from Mr. A to Mr. B. And I must also tell you that the notary public, which is the lawyer, charges between 10 to 16% of the cost of the land to prepare the deed of conveyance for you. Now, if you are buying from a real estate company, they also charge you a fee, which is usually 10% to prepare the deed of conveyance for you. And the deed of conveyance must contain information such as the details of the buyer and the seller, assurance from the seller that the land is free from all encumbrances, the price of the land or the purchase sum must be in the deed of conveyance, and most importantly, it must be signed by the notary public. Now, what happens if you are buying from a chief in a particular village or from Omoniles? What I advise you to do is to get a lawyer or a notary public to draft the deed of conveyance. You go along with the lawyer and some witnesses. It could be your friends, your family. They sign, your lawyer signs, and get all the parties involved in the sale of that particular property to also sign. Now, when your deed of conveyance has been prepared and signed, what do you then do? This is very, very important. You take your deed of conveyance to the Ministry of Land for it to be registered. When you don't register your deed of conveyance, you are putting yourself at risk, because if there is any dispute in the future on that particular piece of land, it is the person that presents a registered deed of conveyance that is going to definitely win. The Minister of State Land Surveys and Land Tenure in Cameroon is Mr. Ayebe Ayisi Henry. That's just for your information in case you want to know. Let's come back. So the reason why you take your deed of conveyance to be registered at the Ministry of State Property, Surveys and Land Tenure is to let the government know that this transaction has been carried out, so that the government can now transfer the ownership of that particular piece of land from the former owner to you. So when you get your deed of conveyance and register it at the Ministry of Land, only then can you now sit back and be happy that you have a plot of land. A recap: after your deed of conveyance has been prepared by a notary public, you sign, you get your witnesses to sign, and the real estate company also signs. The next step, which is the most important, you take that deed of conveyance to the Ministry of State Property, Surveys and Land Tenure for it to be registered. I hope you learned something valuable from this video. My name is Ategha Daniel. I'm a real estate consultant here in the city of Buea, Cameroon. My goal in this channel is to release educational and informational videos that will help you gain high return on investment in real estate. Until the next time, stay blessed.